I give God all the glory. Kenneth Okonkwo reacts to appointment as Atiku's spokesperson. Is that not what you've been working for since? Is that not why you've been attacking people left, right, and center? Because you wanted an appointment, and now you've gotten the appointment. Congratulations to you. Former Vice President Atiku has appointed Kenneth Okonkwo as his spokesperson weeks after the actor-turned-politician criticized the ADC's reported vice presidential selection. Accepting the role, Okonkwo praised Atiku's willingness to embrace dialogue and differing opinions, while expressing confidence that the Southeast interest has been addressed within the party ahead of the 2027 elections. Former Vice President Atiku has appointed actor-turned-politician Kenneth Okonkwo as his spokesperson weeks after the Labour Party chieftain publicly criticized the African Democratic Congress (ADC) over its reported choice of vice presidential candidates for the 2027 general election. Okonkwo announced the appointment on Thursday in a statement shared on his official X account, expressing gratitude to Atiku for the opportunity and the confidence reposed on him. I give God all the glory to be appointed by His Excellency Atiku Abubakar as his spokesperson. I thank His Excellency AA for the immense confidence reposed in me, he wrote. According to Okonkwo, the appointment reflects Atiku's leadership style and willingness to accommodate different opinions rather than punish associates who express genuine concerns. Who punished you? Did anybody punish you? No, if you want to express genuine concern, it's okay, but if you want to start lying, they will sue you to court. With that money, you are going to pay it. You are there. They punish associates. How than pick offense against any of his associates for expressing genuine reservations of any action taken, His Excellency always opts for dialogue and compromise that will engender solutions to problems, he stated. I used to be that one. That one Atiku. Atiku is not Peter Obi is not Atiku. He disclosed that discussions involving Atiku and other leaders of the African Democratic Congress focused on protecting the interests of the Southeast despite the constraint of the Electoral Act 2026, interest of the Southeast. You are still not getting it, this man. At the dialogue with His Excellency AA, the other well-meaning members of the African Democratic Congress, the interests of the Southeast have been discussed and guaranteed with the existing challenges posed by the Electoral Act 2026 and the realities on ground, he added. So you think that Peter Atiku would follow your interest for the Southeast than Peter Obi, that is actually from Southeast? You are a confused person. Okonkwo also acknowledged the contributions of Dr. Kashim Imam, former ADC National Chairman, and Atiku Senior Special Assistant on Special Duties, Dr. Ekene Omoka, for their efforts in strengthening the party ahead of the 2027 elections. He further thanked his family, supporters, and friends for their encouragement and prayers. My sincere gratitude to my family, fans, and friends for their support and prayers, which God answered in covering my errors and coloring my efforts to pave way for this appointment. I still convert your prayers. You better pray for wisdom. He said, I still convert your prayer for wisdom. You need it. You really need wisdom, because wisdom is profitable to direct, and you obviously do not really have it. So, pray for it too. Courage, provision, and protection needed to carry out this challenging post, which will usher in a glorious and great Nigeria, he said. Divine yourself. The appointment comes weeks after Okonkwo criticized the ADC's reported choice of South-South vice presidential candidate, arguing that the decision would further sideline the Southeast from occupying either the presidency or vice presidency. When you have somebody from the Southeast that is contesting for presidency, you cannot support that one. It's another person you want to support, and you think he's going to like your agenda of helping the Southeast when he's from the North. Stay there. Ivan says, they are finished us. When are we going to learn? Chukuma says, Them say nothing goes for nothing. Yes, so Jeremiah Ejika says, can he be able to keep quiet? He's always restless. Kodineme says, the clear evidence that nobody is left behind in ADC. Peter Obi and Okonkwo left with the soul of the ADC to NDC. Exactly. After saying that you won't work for Atiku with Amechi as the VP candidate, this is the final political death of hungry nobody. Kuku get mouth to convince out these people. Outside they buy in a small against 2027. Because I don't understand why you would trust Atiku more than somebody from your own region. It is well. Churches says congratulations, sir. At least somebody is congratulating him. I pray and says at least you will pay house rent, chop food with this ordinary spokesman work. Attorney Joy says, this man Kenneth Okonkwo has a very big problem after criticizing Abubakar and Amechi. That's what they do now. That's the tactic. You attack somebody. That one doesn't work for Peter Obi anyways. But for the likes of APC members, for the likes of Atiku, for the like of the president, it will work. Look at Bala now. Look at Fani Kayode. Look at Mokri. They have to tackle. You talk. You criticize them very well. So that's when they will now pick you to come and work for them. Criticize them, make them notice you, and then they will employ you to work for them. It is well. Charles says, congratulations for accepting to work with Atiku as a legitimate spokesperson. I hope you have learned that in politics there is no permanent enemy but dynamic permanent interest. If I were you, I would proceed to Peter Obi as your senior boss to ask for his forgiveness and blessing so that you will not be distracted from performing your new assignment. Because everyone has the right to associate with whom that is best suited for him or her. If that he can endure and still support Obi nicely. At James Obia says, now you have shown your true colors. I would not campaign for Atiku Abubakar. If you are the one that said that, you are only after your selfish interest. You are very selfish and you are pathetic. You have nothing to offer to Atiku Abubakar or any politician. However, I don't pity you that because you brought your present problem upon yourself. Hungry man, really hungry man. Chididi says, spokesman Okonkwo, pay me money, I buy myself. Money palava. Okay. Jude says, shameless speak. When money is involved, that in big months could change soon. Chidibiri says, you speak from prison soon unless Atiku is ready to pay your 8 billion. It's not 8 billion, I think it's 5 billion naira fine to Obi. At Ike says, Atiku will also be the next online afterwards. We are watching, or has he learned his lessons now? Learned his lesson. It is well. Tyler says, Almighty God doesn't accept praise and glory from a snitch like you. A man who sails to hell with conscience is a biological mistake. One says, well, infrastructure, shame on Kenneth. I'm telling you, no be smart. Some people can dance naked in the market square because of money. And listen, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.